The Tsaritsa is the Cryo Archon, right? I doubt they're the one that took our brother. The Fatui and the Abyss are two entirely different entities. They are nonetheless both our enemies. And as for whether or not they're in cahoots or are also enemies or are even aware of each other. Anyway, why am I talking about that? Oh, Daily Forever Prayer. There's an update there in Toho apparently. Anyway, I'm gonna be doing a Alhaitham story quest, and I'm installing Honkai and writing shit, but at the same time, Toho suddenly got an update without my knowing. Oh, Letty White Cock. Fuck off. Anyway, I guess I'm using this team. Jesus Christ. What the hell happened to the world while I was gone? Although I do want to try out Chi-Chi and stuff, cause check this out!
Totoko? Totoko, where are you?
I got her artifacts. And along with that, Lisa, I also want to try her out, so... it's annoying! And also, yeah, I spent a long time dealing with artifacts. I'm still gonna need to farm, as it turns out, if I want Yao Yao. I don't have enough either for her to be a healer or for her to be a sub DPS, which is what I want her to be, because healing is useless. I'm waiting for a Kokomi rerun. I can't believe I actually want her, unironically now. Where is it? Yeah, check out Lisa. Look at that fucking shit. The thing is because of Widsith, so don't worry about it. I might unironically level up a fuck ton more of these Widsiths. And at the very least, I'll level up 2 of them. One for Mona and another for Yai. What do you guys use anyway? Ah, Boreal. Wool, milk, tooth thing. Anyway, who knew Banner? Ah, Ringo. I don't care much for any of the characters in LOL K. If you mention Toho 15, all I'll ever say is LOL K. Ah, fuck, there's a new event as well. What? 2 events running at once. 2 story events. Well, I'll worry about that some other lifetime. I have a Honkai to a fucking bitch. Yeah, you know what? For the sake of convenience, I might actually just do that. Because my god, Widsith is just so good and the game keeps giving it to me. Where is Mona and Yae? Oh my, she's gonna have 200 crit rate. Damage. How much energy recharge do I have on Yae? 124. Is that even worth it? If I want more burst damage, I think I'm better off going 2 Noblesse rather than 4 Emblem. There's like no way in hell am I gonna get enough freaking shit. Or hell, I could even go for a more generalist approach and go for Thunder and Fury. Not that I have any. I kind of relinquished everything for Fischl and Lisa. For now, this is good. I don't have any Noblesse, I don't have any Thundering Furies either. But once I start farming for Yao Yao, I will be getting my. I do plan on getting some noblesse obliges for the luck. I'm putting what I want to be the artifacts for Yao Yao in Kea for now. And then I gave this to Hazel when I feel like using him one of these days as an ammo DPS supported by Faruzan. And a mono an ammo comp, which is still such a stupid idea for me. Yeah, I'm tired of Wu Tao and Yell, and I want to use Chi Chi since it's been a while since I used her and she's good, but like fuck. Let's go. I got stuff to do, and I may as well witness Alhaitham's story while we're at it.
You know, Paimon's heard that Alhaitham's been made acting Grand Sage, but with that personality of his, oh boy. You think things will be okay? Why don't we go to the academia and ask around?
Where was I gonna go again? Ah, right, any statue of the seven will do. Huh. Ah man, I'm gonna have to relinquish my full burst. I've been using that word a lot as of late. Goddamn relinquishiary, bringing to light a word I've barely been using for the past. I rarely actually. Well, okay, so the last time I used the word relinquishiary, or at least heard it or read about it, is in Genshin's relinquishiary. And yes, I'm counting all different ways you can pronounce relinquish. All the different, whatever the fuck you call the word, I don't remember. And the last time I bothered with relinquishiary was all the way back in version 2. So, just a year ago, as it turns out. Hello, Mr. Freeman. Alright, we're all dendroed up now. Let's go. Oh yeah, Sapwood Blade. You know what? Let's level this up right now, why not? I do believe I should have enough to at least get it to 70. Wood memories.
Hey, Mr. Preacher Man.
Hello.
Hello.
Downloading PV resources. Do I really need those? Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
No.
I can see. Wait.
By the way, right, my the desert area, I'm at like 76% exploration now.
Fog.
Yeah.
What is my
Do you
thingy?
want to see, do you want to see a whole new world resting?
There's not much different. It's a fuck ton of resources, so may as well download
Resting. Do you
everything
want
as
to become
well. Oh shit, the
resting?
trailer is gonna play. I'm just gonna go mute that. Huh?
Resting, did you hear me?
What?
Do you want to become Jesus in Genshin?
Hell yeah?
Okay, join my world. I will show you how to become Jesus.
This is sudden. Wait, did I? Where the I want energy recharge and elemental mastery, but like all the locked artifacts I have neither of those. You know, I'm gonna go.
Because you don't lock them. Why would you lock them?
Did I accidentally? Yeah, it's just a flower.
You don't lock those things, Percy. We don't do that.
All right, I will get rid of a flower.
By the way, I'll tell you a fucking achievement that's very easy to get.
All right.
It's very simple.
Huh. Crit rate 15%.
Wanna know how to get it?
This artifact is actually way better than this.
Mm-hmm. So have you finished everything in the event? Like, goddamn you!
No,
I
there
thought we were.
is nothing new in the event.
Ah, is it tomorrow?
Yes, I told you it was every other day. Doofus, when
Ah,
they say
I thought it
one
was
day, they
tomorrow.
actually mean 2 days. You know?
Yeah, because hours don't translate. Stupid Genshin. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect logging in time. I got. Oh, wait, I got. That's up. Right, let me put for
Damn.
wait.
Why did it all go? Why did all of it go to crit damage? I wanted elemental mastery and energy recharge. What's my
Damage.
Dendrosophia gonna do with that?
That's still better though, you know. You want that.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
So,
those are some good crit stats on Dendro Traveler.
this whole new world that you're about to go into. Oh, by the way, I finished finding all of the teleport waypoints in the desert.
Good job. Oh my, 2 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna be finished with Alhaitham story quest by the time Honkai
Yeah,
finishes
resting. Go join.
downloading
Go join.
on my phone. Yeah, hold on, I'm leveling up Dendro Traveler's new the craftable. You know what? Fine, I'll do that later.
I'll make you become
Make
Jesus.
me Jesus, I suppose. You know, you don't have Kokomi, and that glitch has been patched out.
No. Like you become Jesus without Pokemon.
I'll take you up
Simple
on
as
that offer. Ah, you touch my shalala, my ding ding dong.
my ding ding dong.
Oh, look at you walking.
Of course I am.
What the
Yeah, I
fuck?
don't
This
know
is
why
the
you can't do
desert?
this on your.
Oh, this is one heck of a spoiler. Why are we walking?
Walk.
What?
Go. Go in the water, Rusty.
The Orchard of Pyridesa. Hey, nice OST. Hold on, let me check my volume real quick. Alright, everything's all maxed out and stuff.
Look at the tree, Rusty. See that tree? The
So,
tree that's broken.
this place is Zawarudod.
Propagate!
Exploration knowledge? No, it's too early for me to be learning these mechanics. The
Hey,
unchanging past.
see the tree?
Yeah,
Do you see the
sure.
tree moving?
Oh boy, it's Skyward Sword all over again, and I haven't even played that game yet.
You are now Jesus. I wish we could pick the fishes, Rusty,
And that
but
would
we
make no
can't.
sense, everything here. You know, if everything is frozen here, doesn't that mean even the air should be frozen and we can't even walk around it? And by
No.
virtue of the air being frozen, we should be able to fly.
Anyways, do you like the air isn't frozen? Look.
Based.
Yeah. Anyways, you can leave now. By the way, I'll tell you this.
What?
I'll teleport away.
Uh, do I leave?
No, don't yet. I'll show you the fucking place where you can get achievement. So you teleport here. You
Mhm.
point your camera to the west. Walk. Did you point your camera to the west? Are you still loading?
To the west, eh?
Yes. To where I am. Now you just this should be open for your world and just do this time trial. Where are you? And you do this time. There and achieve for it. You're welcome. Now goodbye.
Okay, what is up with the wind in where you are right now, man?
It's a whole new world.
So, how you liking your new glasses?
Uh, I mean, they're glasses. What do you expect me to say?
I see. And I thought you'd at least like you picked out a design that you would like and stuff.
It's just
As long as
it
it
has
works, it works. I
has
see.
the attachment, recipe, shades attachment.
I see.
Yeah, the fucking boss for Alhaitham. You need an ammo for it, Rusty.
Great.
So you told me that the Dendro hypostasis has a new Dendro cord thingies, grappling hooks.
To get to it, yes. And you said that they've always been there, and I just didn't know.
I never said that.
Okay,
Where
I
are they?
still need some more. Alright, I'm just gonna craft. I'm on my way to Sumer City anyway.
Stupid, Rusty.
Let's change teams first.
I don't really find the use for the grappling hook.
Yeah, they are indeed useless. After triggering Burning, Quicken, Aggravate, Spread, Bloom, Hyper Bloom, or Virgin, a Leaf of Consciousness will be created around the character for a maximum of 10 seconds. When picked up, the leaf will grant character 60 elemental mastery for 12 seconds. Only one leaf can be generated this way every 20 seconds. This attack can still be triggered if the character is not on the field. The Leaf of Consciousness effect cannot stack. Alright. The 60 elemental mastery is pretty good, I suppose.
Oh, you're leveling the weapon.
Yes. Then what's my talent level at? Let's get this to 3. Never mind, I guess not.
That's stupid. Imagine leveling up the weapon.
Alright. Time to see what the new Lisa can do.
Ooh, you're taking me out?
We'll go for a quicken comp. So I'm bringing...
Don't tell me they did it again.
This is the team I'm bringing. Well, I still need a bow. I would bring Nahida, but like fucking, I don't have Cole, I don't have Tainari leveled up, and I'm not gonna use him anyway because he's a guy and I'm based.
Your
Training Forest
friends.
Ranger
There you
calling.
go.
Reporting.
This is it. My first time using the 2 Dendro Resonance.
Then it's just elemental mastery. What do you want?
Yes, it sure is. Do I have
Right,
anything for mining? If I had Yao Yao, that would have been way better. So I could have Fischl instead of stupid ass Cookie.
yeah, imagine not having it. Yeah, Rusty, you cringe.
Or I could try
You're, so
Dori.
cringe.
She heals and does battery better than Cookie. And she does
My
mine.
Yaya is level 650. Ascension status.
Hmm? Huh?
Yaya Ascension status HP.
Nice. That's good.
I mean, yeah, it is, but not really. I don't fucking care about it.
I'm building her as a support, as a sub DPS Dendro
So you're
applicator though.
building her with Black Tassel, right?
No, I'm going Elemental Mastery. Unfortunately, I don't have the 4-star craftable spear thingy yet for the Dendro place, which is
That's free.
what you want if you're free to play and you
No, you don't want that.
only are
Rusty,
like
what
that.
you want? Rusty, you wanna know what you want?
What?
Lytic Spear.
Why?
Because Levi characters.
Well, I don't have Lithic Spear.
You know what else you want?
And I'm gonna... Yao Yao's gonna be paired mostly with freaking
Wanna know
scenario
what else?
characters, most likely anyway. What?
Wanna know what else? Probably the Missive Wind Spear.
That's on Changling, so no.
Imagine putting that on Xiangling and not using the catch on Xiangling.
I have it on goddamn Inazuma Archon. Lady.
I know. Imagine not having engulfing lightning.
Well, I don't care about such frivolities.
But you kind of do. Isn't that why you're trying to get a weapon? Yelen's weapon?
Yeah, well, the 4-star suck there. I'm gonna pull for a weapon, maybe Dia, although that'll depend on whether or not the 4-star weapons there, because I'm not expecting a 5-star.
Why are you pulling for Dia's weapon when you don't even have Dia?
When Dia comes out, she's gonna be fucking 3.6.
I know, she's gonna be a 5-star, and you're not gonna get her.
Yes, and Mika is gonna be with her. And
Mika is gonna be a cryo spear user.
He might be freaking Kea 2.0, honestly. I think.
Actually, apparently Mika is gonna be using cryo spear.
Yes, and he has a crossbow.
That's stupid.
I know.
Why does he have a book then?
I know, right? Also, crossbows are stupid. Just as is.
Very, very impractical in a close range combat situation. Takes forever to reload.
Indeed. Whoever invented the crossbow, they sure are very dumb. Alright, once
It's not really
energy recharge, let's gooch.
It's not that they're dumb, Breastplate.
Then what are they?
I mean, they are dumb, but not for the reason that you're thinking.
Fair.
Ah, shit. No, I ran out of time. Stupid time trial challenge, Rusty. The time trial challenge wants you to walk on a tightrope.
Yikes. That's very fun. It's just like that one-time challenge in Mondstadt where you gotta run across the railing.
Yeah, but that's easier. This is tightrope, and we need to collect 8 Dendro particles. Montat had
Mondstadt.
very big
How's everything going with your thesis?
walking area. This is just a shitty ass
Oh
tightrope.
boy, they're talking about thesis.
I should be able to publish it next month.
What?
And
A
I'm
few
writing
days
my
ago,
goddamn
I
portfolio.
was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it.
Fitting.
Thankfully, that didn't come to pass.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors.
What's this about your
Honestly, I was
thesis now?
afraid that
What?
you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did
Yeah,
things get settled?
Sumeru
The newly
students.
appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to
Understandable, have a
continue our
nice day.
research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Oh, you're doing a Alhaitham quest?
Yeah, I heard that selecting new
Yes,
sages has been taking
I
some time, so
wrote
he's
that
just
that was
filling
indeed
in.
what I was doing in Discord.
But it's all thanks to
How
him
far
that
are you
our
into
research
now?
results weren't
I just
jeopardized.
started.
Once my paper is
Good
published,
thing I already
I'm
finished that shit.
definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest. Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
Anyways, do you like that fucking place that I told you where you're...
They're really out of their minds, making Alhaitham the acting
What?
Grand Sage.
Take it
You
easy,
like the
Professor.
business place?
I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications,
Because,
you're one of
Jesus,
our most
it was a
preeminent
bog to get
scholars.
through.
I don't know
to
why
get
they
to that
picked a
place.
stripling like him.
Oh boy.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't
Yeah,
chosen?
and you
for the
haven't even
position?
done the Ado
No,
Village quest
It's because
for the second part of the
I
lesson.
don't understand why they chose him. He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time. What
Nice.
brazen arrogance! Misery of
Do
misery!
they,
For the
do they
academia
not
to
go,
have
do they
him
not have
as the
failure due to
acting grand
absences as a
sage?
thing in the academia? I'm envious.
If so, sign us
Professor,
up,
don't get so
Resty.
worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Psst.
Am I right or
Little
am I
secret.
right?
I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
If there's no failure due to absence,
Who is
Resty,
it?
would you go to the
Someone
academia?
named Alhaitham. Never met him
I
myself,
just
but
go
he's
to
a
the
real hot
actual
topic
classes
right
where
now.
I would
Lots of things being said
learn
about him.
something.
Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though.
What if you don't
There's
learn
also
something?
a Vahumana
Yes,
scholar who's been in the
Then I'm
spotlight
just not
recently.
gonna go next
They say
time.
that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Nice.
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Stone Slate.
News of
Stone Slate.
Alhaitham being the acting Grand
Stone
Sage
Axe.
sure spread fast. Some people
God
don't know
damn
who
it,
he
we're
is,
back
though.
to that.
Guess he's less famous
Mhm.
than Paimon thought.
What else could you
People are
want?
saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now.
There's only one
He
thing in life
really
that's
doesn't
certain,
like
Resty.
Alhaitham.
And that one thing in life is Stone Axe.
What are we doing? Just talking, just listening to people gossip. What are we? Creepy stalkers.
No, you're a Stone Axe.
Are you okay? You don't look too good.
I'm just
mantra.
gonna bring my
Bamatra?
my hand up
I'm
to
Ilias.
my
I have to
sword's
talk to a
handle,
mantra about something
just in
important.
case you turn out to be. What am I doing? I don't have a
In
face
the
cam. Why am I
state you're
role
in?
playing?
You shouldn't push yourself.
Because
Why don't you
role-playing
tell us
is
what
cringe.
happened and we'll
And
pass
you
on
are
your
cringe.
message to Amatra.
True.
No,
Got
I
it.
have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I can trust.
Got him good,
Sorry,
guys.
can you lend me your arm? This is an important.
I got
The
Resty
last
for every
time
good.
I
Not
lent
an
someone
option.
my arm, they
Since
chopped
you put
it
it
off.
that way,
So no.
fine. We'll take you to Amatra.
Who, when, where?
It was in a horror game. It's a funny joke.
Nothing is funny with you, Resty.
We promised to
know.
take him to Amatra, but we don't know that many, do we? Oh, wait. Simon should be back in the academia. Let's go find him.
I just came up with a better. I don't need electro resonance anyway. What I do want though is G
One
for
fire-
shredding
Why?
resistance. Although freaking Sucrose would be better, so for
Why?
more crowd control and stuff. But I
Use Venti,
Want
Resty. You know my
healing?
Venti?
don't have Venti. You know what? Healing is for scrubs.
My
You
experiment
know, Resty, my Venti,
will succeed.
the bow that he has gives elemental mastery and attack percent to the whole team.
Cool. There is no
Yeah.
way. Sucrose is guaranteed to swirl Electro unless there's some slime or whatever. Since Dendro can't be swirled, so yeah, this is
That is a
fantastic.
lie.
Again, if only I had Yao Yao.
I mean, you know the stupid part about the Hida, Resty?
What?
If you have Baal, you need to use Baal first before you use Nahida.
Yeah, why is that?
Because if you place Dendro first and then you hit them with Electro and you try to swirl, the enemy still has Dendro on them.
Excuse us, but is Sino at the
I
academia?
don't see why that's a problem.
You two look
Resty, look.
familiar. Are you
Nahida,
friends of Mahamatra
you put your
Sino?
E on enemies, right?
I'm
And then you
he's
hit
out on a
them with
mission right now.
Dendro, with Baal.
But if you'd like, I can pass whatever
Uh-huh.
message
You know how
might have on to
Nahida's
him.
E explodes and does another Dendro
We ran
damage
into this guy by
application?
the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra. It
Yeah,
sounds
you
like
gotta
something
use
urgent.
Raiden first. You gotta make sure Raiden gets a.
If you don't mind,
Yeah, I
why don't
I'll
always
you
use
tell
the
me about
Hida
it
last
first?
anyway, since if I'm gonna do a Dendro reaction, I should do it with the Dendro character that has the freaking.
That name
What the
sounds
fuck's wrong with you?
familiar.
Why do you want to kill me?
Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana
Yeah,
researcher?
just in short,
Yes,
Dendro is
one of their
just
most renowned, in
fucking
fact.
shite with.
I hear he's as daring as he is
This
intelligent.
guy is still stupid. Dendro should definitely
There are
be
rumors
able
he'll
to
become
swirl.
Vahumana's
You know?
next sage.
I know, right?
But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
Dendro and the Nemo still work
I want to
together. It
report
really is just Geo
For
that still
conducting
kind
a
of sucks.
dangerous experiment.
Like Resty, look,
Kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible
It's
cave. Experimental
Dendro
equipment everywhere.
literally
I ran as fast as I could.
gets
a little
spread
slower and he would
by
have
the
caught
wind
me.
to,
There's
Yeah.
no
know,
rush. Please.
share
Take
it,
your time.
seeds
What kind of
everywhere.
experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
And it's dumb.
I don't
Where am I?
remember.
Huh?
Holy fuck.
You can't remember?
I am lost.
All I remember is Siraj
Am I
walking
lost?
towards me,
What am I?
and then my head started
I
feeling...
went underground, and I
weird.
don't know where I am now.
It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous.
Oh, that's
that they must be
That's
stopped.
a cool looking area.
I heard
Why are the vultures
business
angry
in the
at me?
tavern.
What
We
the fuck
have to
did I
hurry.
do?
Even if what you say is... All right.
You not
I'll have
follow
some
me,
of my
vulture?
colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like
Yeah,
to
get
administer
murdered,
the
bitch.
Matra lie detector test.
You think
Watch
I'm
over.
Lie
lying?
detector?
Please don't
They
take it the
have lie
wrong way.
detector?
This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but
And are
can
they
you two
actually
wait out here a little
effective?
while?
Are they accurate?
We'll be back soon.
Yo, this area
Yeah,
looks
this is the
really
first time
cool.
I'm learning about lie detectors being a thing.
What do you mean? They've always had lie detectors.
Yo, Alhaitham.
Alhaitham?
Let me
Rusty,
bring you up to speed.
they've
First
had
things first,
lie
Ilyas
detectors for a
passed
long
the lie
time.
detector test. This
Alright.
indicates that what he said is highly
Totally
credible.
not really
As
though.
such,
You
we've
wanna know
decided to
why
launch
they
an
don't have
investigation
lie
based on the
detectors?
leads he provided.
Why?
Per protocol,
Because if they
this
did,
matter was
they'd have
reported
used
to
it on
acting Grand Sage
Alhaitham
Alhaitham.
when he faked
After hearing about
the
it, he
god
left a message for
capsule.
Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of
They'd
weird
have
for
known
you to
that
be working with
Alhaitham was
Electra.
flying.
Yeah,
Is there a
especially
special
since
reason?
Sino's there.
You're
And yeah, it was
overthinking
Sino
things.
you work with.
My
You're-
interest was piqued is
You're
all.
talking about
Really?
with.
I'm unsurprised you
Incredible.
have this much free time.
Pandaan
In
ko na
that
kayo.
case, let's turn in as well, shall we, Traveler?
Yep,
It's
here we
already
go.
against protocol for acting Grand Sage
We're getting-
Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two,
We're getting put up in a
never
freaking
mind.
in another misadventure.
after all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany
A
us, but you
misadventure.
have to promise to keep
The Lost
everything
Hermitage.
confidential.
I can do
Don't you
that.
worry.
What
I
about
like Cecile.
it's Paimon where you should be
All
worried
right,
about
in
now.
that case, I'll fill
Yo,
you in
what
on
the
what
hell
we
is
know so
this?
far.
Geography.
Ilyas claimed that
Not travel log,
Siraj will be
goddammit.
conducting some business with a Kasharawa researcher at the tavern.
Wow, Honkai's
This is one of
really
his
quiet.
few clear memories. It seems he
Wow,
stumbled upon
resting.
this information while escaping.
There's so much. Oh wait,
Incidentally,
Whoa,
Siraj
cool.
isn't at the academia right now.
I only need to find
applied for
one more
long-term
picture.
off-site research
Land of
1
lowest
month ago.
effect.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
close to the
sus.
time that Ilyas had given. So we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious
Rusty.
persons.
The dogs
That's
over
right.
there are loud again.
Arav, prepare to head out.
I know, everyone
You
is
two,
loud.
do as you will.
Honestly, I
Even
just
the
want to
dogs are-
focus
You're
on
still
doing
coming.
my homework as well as the story quest. So I'd really much rather like it if we just disconnected for now.
No! Well, okay. Hang on.
You clearly have lots to talk about, but as for me, I'm very busy, and today's not been very fun.
I'm very
talking
busy
to you
and
would be, god damn it. Talking to you would be fun right now, but I really just want to get all these
What
shits
fuck
over
me would
with.
be fun?
Huh?
Why did you say fuck me would be fun right now?
No, I didn't fucking say that. I would never fuck. That,
Okay,
just
okay.
let's just go.
Have fun.
Yes.
Goodbye. Mention me, Resty, if you wanna go BC again. Yeah?
Yes, I will be sure to do that.
We'll probably go BC after your dinner is done, right?
Yes, probably. Yes, I don't have anything else to do there. That by then. Yeah. By that point, I should be done with my assignments, and who knows? Maybe I'd want some company while I'm doing my writing. This last time I disconnected for the reason that I wanted to do some writing, but sometimes it helps to be accompanied while writing. Especially with how often I fuck up words. Anyway, no more dogs. We can enjoy the story. No more Toryu either, too. So, there's no multiple freaking bitches getting in the way and shit. Anyway, I really don't like Aggravate and Quicken, but apparently, apart from the way that it doesn't scale the same way as Vaporize, it apparently still works with crit. So I'm really interested to see how much damage I can do with that. course, it would be nice if I had Pyro or Cryo in this team. Ah, yeah, that's a thing I can do. I can go for a freaking... No. And I don't want to use Yellen again. I'm fucking sick and tired of using her. All reliables gets tiring to use, you know? Yeah, I could go fucking Yalan and then fucking Layla, since you know Layla does the thingy and she does the shield. And it's definitely gonna be easier to get stacks up with that. And yeah. But yeah, I'll try that some other time. For now, I'm gonna focus on the shit and see how much crit damage at least I can do with Aggravate. What are the names anyway? When I was first starting out Genshin, I wanted to memorize the different ways you could do the elemental reactions as well as their shirt. And I'm still quite not too familiar with the freaking shit. Alright, Catalyze. Electro and Dendro will render them quickened. When quickened, the creatures are affected by Electro, and quickened creatures are affected by Electro or Dendro attacks. The Aggravate or Spread reactions will occur respectively. Alright, so you apply Quicken, and then when Quicken is applied, you can then Aggravate with Electro or Spread with Dendro. Alright, so that's why people always talk about Spread when talking about Dendro DPSs with freaking shit, because Spread is the name of the Catalyze reaction thingy. And then it's Bloom, Burgeon, and Hyper Bloom. I've actually already memorized those. It's just Quicken, it's just Catalyze, which is Quicken, and then Aggravate for Electro, and then Spread for Dendro. Right. Let's go to the tavern. Dang it, I can't wait to get a spear for Yao. The spear for Yao. I need to check the recording real quick. Oh hey, we got some freaking Aramites.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage
We can get the time
Alhaitham.
to
What's our next course of action?
hire some. I really like the Aramites.
Acting Grand Sage
Because up
Alhaitham.
until now, there hasn't
Looks
been
like you haven't read any memos lately.
grunts.
The new Academia decree clearly
Treasure
states that
Hoarders,
even a
which were
sage
from
doesn't have the
Mondstadt and
authority to
Liyue,
interfere
only
with the
have
Mantra's
men,
actions during an
and then you
ongoing
got
investigation.
The Nobushis in Inazuma,
If your
which, again,
superior were
are
here,
just large
he wouldn't
men.
be asking me what to do.
And then we finally
Instead,
got
he'd
our
be
first
telling me
ever
to stay out of the
female
way.
Aramite, so hooray.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for
guess.
suspicious persons.
Gender equality, baby.
Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage
Women can
Alhaitham,
get beat up
I'll have
too.
to trouble you with the
Don't
protection
quote
of our
me on
primary
that
witness.
Out of context.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
Oh come on, not everyone is as strong as you with your burly muscles. Stupid ass JoJo's character. He'd fit right in JoJo's parts 4 and beyond, honestly.
You're the same as ever, casually ignoring people just like you
Although
did
he
back
is
at
way
Aru
too
Village.
overly designed.
Answering a simplistic question
Even
only
Araki
enables the
would
questioner.
never come up
Besides,
with a character
I need him
design
to
like
understand
that.
my position clearly.
What?
Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
You seem to be
Then
doing
why
way
did you
better
ask?
now.
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really?
Oh
A
boy.
misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
Oh, that was quick.
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Alhaitham? Wait,
almost
can
just called him
someone
straight
please
up
explain what's
Sage
going on?
Alhaitham.
I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage?
Oh, thanks for
What have I
spilling
got
that.
myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
Yes, confessing quickly
I would like
is
to
a
ask him a few questions.
good defense.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
Interesting.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that
ruined
can only be
guards
found in our
related.
project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Nice.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am
lie
curious.
detectors sure are
What do you
convenient
need him
and
for
handy.
exactly?
I've read
Why
some
we're still
papers
trying
regarding
so hard to
amnesia,
make one
and I'd like to try restoring his
in
memories.
real life.
I see. We'll be returning to the academia then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Man, even if a lie detector still worked, depending on how it worked,
Follow me.
there's still... The lie detectors can still lie. Like, for instance, if you wanted to get away from a lie against a lie detector, all you need to do is own the lie detector, and then you can rig it. As long as you don't get caught in that act,
tavern, and
that's still a
Narendra didn't give
possibility.
us any leads.
But I suppose
Ugh,
that's just
that
the way of
means
life.
We're stuck.
There's always ways to get around things.
Are you
And we
serious
just
about
need to
seeing
take
things through?
those into account.
Paimon's pretty surprised
best
that you're
of our
this
judgment.
interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Do I know? How about you, Siraj?
Yes, we were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation.
Alright, Siraj is the fucking lead
So you're not
suspect
here
right now.
because
Fuck.
you're interested in the case
This guy's
itself,
Rob
but because
or
you
whatever.
know the suspect?
Names.
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with.
Damn it, what were you doing?
For the
Why?
time being, all
You
you,
just
need
wanted
to know
to
is
make
that
a
we were
fool
once
out of us, huh?
classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution. From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilias, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
Okay.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
Oh my.
And the second
You've forgotten.
thing? What's the second thing?
You've forgotten so much.
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Well, let's
Not
go
unexpected.
get your paycheck then.
However,
if you are
you're the
slated to
only
be
one
paid
who
by
has seen
now.
Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Should we do some hypnotism
Thank you so much.
therapy?
This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that
Let's start
I
with
don't
your
even
sister.
have a clear
I suppose.
idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do
I should
remember
have
that I
the
worked
heat. I don't
part-time
need
at a place
bows
in the academia
on
called
story
the
quest, I'm pretty
Research
sure.
Preparation Center. That's also
So I
where I
should
got
go
my
bring the
monthly
heater
paycheck.
so I can read their
I
minds.
see. In that case, let's
Whenever
go
I
and
get the
find whoever's in
chance.
charge there.
And like I said, that will be better for teamwork.
There are
Wow,
still so
all
many
capitalists.
places for us to explore.
Nothing escapes my eyes.
Fuck, I didn't mean to. Enjoy the Temple of Wisdom, guys. I accidentally pressed Q instead of... It's just like in Minecraft. That's why I don't have Q hotkeyed in my personal configuration of Minecraft. E can stay the way it is. Because even if I do accidentally press that key, it's just the inventory. And I can just as easily get out of there. But accidentally dropping an item is way deadlier. Where are we going? Yes, that is indeed where we are right now, game.
I feel sleepier whenever I remember one of his poems.
Oh, I remember her now. She's talking with a researcher guy that's always talking about poems during the nighttime. Lol. Going to the library. Ugh. I wonder if Nahida can get along with Satori.
I see everything.
Book smells so good.
Yeah, that's the person Toryu found out when we were. So yeah, I already knew about her and I already read her mind before as Nahida once. And yes, I still agree.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra's probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Cafe?
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least. Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
Yes.
I have no objections.
Let's go.
Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
Everyone hold it.
Well, seeing as it's Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham...
Yeah, that's a lot of lore that you can only get with a limited time 5-star. God, makes me so disgusted sometimes thinking about it. All the fucking FOMO related bullshit that's in Genshin. Really is a horrible first impression because Genshin uses FOMO the most out of any gacha I've ever seen. And it sucks that this has to be like the experience that I am most invested in. Hold on, I'm picking my nose. Yes, I know, disgusting. Yeah, Genshin operates on the marketing and business standpoint that if a free-to-play player is not paying any money, then they may as well not be considered a player. And they don't take them into account when they're doing stuff. And that they probably also consider that they're better off just watching their paying customers stream their game instead. Disgusting. Like, I mean, I don't like Nintendo's own business model. And they are a bit more lenient now, but back then they forbid anyone, and the cutscenes and stories should be a reward. And they were gatekeeping. Genshin is technically gatekeeping, but they're gatekeeping kind of like the opposite reverse way. Free to play business models.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down.
Really?
I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do.
Lazy
Back
bastards.
then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. That scared the shit out of me.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head, it hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module, like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
What?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
God damn it, not this again.
Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Ah,
This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as Alhaitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry! We have to stop him before it's complete!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please,
wow.
wait!
That's...
I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Huh? Do you know something?
Alhaitham complimenting
Well,
someone?
Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity.
You want to be part of his
That said, I
experiment?
do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki.
That's
If
a
you're
good
interested,
lead.
you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden. I wish I could have joined Siraj's research project, too.
Interested in joining the Light Novel Society?
Since I have C1, energy recharge isn't all that important, but I still want to know how much energy recharge do I have? Not a lot. Ideally, 150 would have been great, but artifacts. Lisa's still missing out on a lot of that potential damage. Because she's still only just level 70 as well. But... Battle Pass. Okay, so it's harder. I thought this was the garden. Ah, this is the garden. Ooh, look at that. What the fuck? It's just here?
Oh my.
Indeed, Lisa. I should have read her
Are
mind
you
first.
Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Ilyas?
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting Grand Sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person.
Really?
I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
Is that really the case, though?
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please, wait, I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Yikes.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you
Yeah, I
really
should have
not
read her
remember
mind first.
anything?
Dang it.
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right, then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
How long have I been recording now? Oh my god, already an hour. Guess I can barely started the story.
I want it to be the hardest.
let's split up for now. Ilyas, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Okay, thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilyas. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
I'm holding you to that. See you later.
Hell no, I have another Nagaraya. I've been eating like a glutton as of late. Perhaps I'm a bit depressed. Along with an increased libido, an urge to masturbate, in other words.
Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
When I'm depressed, I sleep more, eat more, and pleasure myself more. This depression could be due to the fact that I'm a free man now. Remember, my schoolwork is done. Well, there is still this portfolio. Excuse me, I'm working on, but I always get super depressed after finishing a project. You already know that. You guys should already know this. I believe I've talked about it on many occasions by now with many videos. Although I suppose it's a bit narcissistic of me to believe that you guys are so loyal as to watch every single video I have from start to finish.
I see.
Surprise, surprise. Now that Kave's back, he's arguing with the scribe again.
Amazing.
A new job, a new challenge.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
Oh boy. Sifting through files, what fun.
Everyone hold hands.
Sleepwalking eccentric. Wow, it's talking about Layla.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a hero.
Huh? Me?
Yes.
Apparently.
Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him.
Dang.
Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation. What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his sister. Come on!
Mahamatra.
Hey!
If I hide here, then I don't have to deal with Mahamatra Sino's jokes.
Bruh. Oh yeah, side note. One of Sino's character quirks is that he has a dry sense of humor. I know, I'm sorry. Badum-tus. Oh, crap, Gandharva goes pretty far away, I just realized.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us.
Oh boy.
Ilyas, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
That's fair enough. Understandable.
Hey, that's enough, you two. Ilyas isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilyas, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Nothing can be gained from being a conformist.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, you... Ilyas? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy. I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
Sure.
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Hello.
Oh, That rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilias.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But
He's just
I
very
meant
blunt.
every word.
He
Remember
doesn't
when I
care
asked
much
at the
about the
tavern if
emotional
we had
aspects
ever
of
met?
life.
I
Or
said
at
that there
the
was a
very
sense
least
of
practicing them.
familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first, I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's great! Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right? What about the other one? Are we not gonna do that first?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right. Let's head out.
Everyone hold hands.
I need to get results to apply for research funding, but I can't get results without funding.
We'll start with these
What am I supposed to do?
Bruh.
To grab a drink of flame when I'm back in the city.
Now I remember now. It must be higher up. Rather than lower down. Alright, I'm getting a lot of lag since I opened Google. Hold on. I need to do this. Just in case you've forgotten, I am taking care of something right now. I still don't get it. gonna go try finding this freaking thing again. Actually, it's too laggy to have fun exploring right now. We know the hideout's location. Alright, let me save my work for now and continue this some other time. We actually already done
Let's
with the
find
story.
shelter.
This was a
Our
really boring
mushrooms will start
story.
growing on our heads.
Is that some sort of figure of speech I've never heard of before? Because there's no way mushrooms can grow on your heads. Or head, singular. Rain's bad for my Quicken team.
I see everything.
You're in for a little shock.
The lag should subside. Huh.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look.
Right, finally, some action. Let me replace the Helios since we're gonna get 2 Dendro Resonance anyway. And we definitely can't benefit from 3 Dendro. 2's already too much for the element. But really would rather have other elements with them. Oh, but What if there's like a mind I can read? But I don't want to get rid of the Traveler, both for story reasons and because, you know, she's good.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress? Ilyas, do you remember this place? Huh? Ilyas! Where'd he go?
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us?
Oh yeah, you can sense people.
Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
We're already in the hideout, we'll get him back.
We'll continue in and see if he catches up to us.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you! He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warned me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems. It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora. He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
Okay.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Don't be silly.
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in
masses.
progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilyas is now returning to the collective.
Oh boy.
Not entirely.
Yeah, I
Keep walking
knew.
and you'll see why.
Was just too busy to do the project to point out. Oh, this seems unnecessary. Alright, now the fun begins.
Let's spark things up a little.
Hey! Help! Help! Stand clear. Absorption test. Stand.
Here you are.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Grow!
You're in for a little shock. Blitz. He.
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Though him being free could have been just a trap as well. Like even his freedom was a lie.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Everyone hold hands.
Alhaitham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
Fancy.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that. Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer, but he chose now, of all times, to...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
I knew they were related.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
No, hello there, person. Yeah, I need to electro so I can take advantage of the aggravate more. Is there a point to that?
Just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
Here we go again.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Oh boy. That's him.
Who are you?
Siraj.
Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj, I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
Ah, he agreed willingly.
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk. Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him and we're gonna make him explain himself!
Apart from a few mushrooms, we really didn't get to try out Alhaitham that much. What a waste. Come on, you better put up a fight. This looks like an arena. You better put up a fight.
Ilias!
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive. That was my task, as Siraj number 36.
How convenient
You were
that
already
everything all
Siraj
worked
number
out for you.
36? But you passed the Matra's lie detector test!
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And I was just talking
And the
about
best
how easy
guise
it
is
is.
when you believe
How there's
your
still
own
ways
lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity. Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness
Pieces of
will merge
great prison,
back
war is
into the
freedom.
collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilyas, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
Hey, who are...
You can only say that so easily.
That is Siraj.
You haven't suffered the same things he's done.
Giga
Paimon.
jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to offend you?
Everything.
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers
God, why
from
is everyone
academia
still using
to build
Akasha
collective
terminals?
consciousness.
Come on!
I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
You're just trying to justify yourself.
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this. As it is fact, it is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent. Welcome
Bees
to
canonically
the
exist
hive,
in Genshin.
Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Now I finally see it now. He really does look like Godal.
Then can you guess where their inhabitants
With
are?
the visor bullshit.
The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control, and it will lead the academia towards a new future.
Good luck with that.
Won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast! Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilyas?
They don't, but they're comfortable.
You two are just as arrogant as Alhaitham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives. I allowed number 36 to leave.
You know what wanting an easy life's given me? Depression.
I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do.
Sure.
Alhaitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
Becca!
What?
What's happening?
I knew it. There was never a need.
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilyas returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Nice.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
Indeed. How does this model of living...
Ilyas would return to the hive?
Yes, it was kinda obvious.
To keep him around just to fool Siraj.
Yeah, how would this model of living take into account children who still...
We'll take that opportunity to...
Especially since children won't have their, energy thingy for you to study.
I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive?
He thinks 10 steps
Ilyas's
ahead.
return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
Just your happiness. Where did you guys come from?
Where did they come from? And something feels off about
Are
them.
they part of the
I also
collective
integrated monsters
consciousness
into the
too?
collective.
Oh,
though I
of
ranked
course
them
you did.
last. Even so, they are part of it.
Becca!
Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training.
It's just like the mushroom tournament.
Drown in endless waves of monsters.
But you aren't training them like Pokemon.
Pay for your
You'll
ceaseless
pay
arrogance.
for this. This is not how you win friendship.
Alhaitham? Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it.
Yep, let's beat shit up, baby.
You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
I can... now that's a plan I can get behind.
Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we can. Spring forth!
Oh yeah, speed up.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
I see everything. Make yourselves a move.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
but it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
You need a better understanding of the human mind, clearly. I'm more than happy to demonstrate.
Don't break my glasses!
The stupidity
Committed to memory.
inherent within all of humanity.
Animal test 6308.
Fuck! Come on! Stop moving around, you guys.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Propagate! Everyone hold hands.
Rick, working with 5 characters is always so confusing.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the Academia. The Matra.
You're in for a little shock.
Propagate!
Oh sure, he actually finished
Swirl,
charging up.
Mark 2,
Damn it.
absorption test.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Stand clear.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Hey! Yeah, sharing my knowledge. Scatter!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Absorption test. My research has failed.
Here you are. How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Oh my god. How did you get this guy in your team?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? No, not necessarily.
Stop fighting!
Frick.
Need to
I was too slow with my healing.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Frick, Mono Dendro doesn't work.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy. Let's spark things up a little.
Frick.
Flicker. Scatter. What have you done?
Nothing,
Calm
really.
down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my hive from the inside out!
Yes,
Human
took
minds
you
are not
forever to
infinitely
figure that
pliable,
out.
and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back.
Unfortunately,
Is it
unlike
worth living here
bees,
like a machine?
we're way too
Being a
smart
tool
for our
for the
own
rest
good.
of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already
A
fallen.
hive mind for humanity will never work.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
Okay.
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down in the list! Siraj is a liar!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
Yeah, all the people you chose as your test subject were people who were easily manipulated because they were already low. You can't make someone in your hive join you if they had an ego as big as yours. That's why I said good luck.
The hive shut down?
Tsaritsa's exactly that type of person. Anyway, I'm just gonna pause the recording here for now, actually.
What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions.
Hold on, I need to go again. I want some grub.
The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then. You knew that Ilias was the bait all along. But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it since the very
beginning. I knew it from the moment I saw him.
Yeah, same.
Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me.
Nah, he doesn't
I
mince
know
words.
very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to
Oh
hide
yeah, I
it.
forgot. They're classmates.
I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Yes.
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia to stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Lol.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino. So you really did know that something was up with Ilyas from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein,
Paimon.
your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates.
Nice.
This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, Alhaitham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
And just like that, he's gone.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
Yes, let's see what they have.
Everyone hold hands.
Sheep without a shepherd.
Well, aren't I glad that I kept Nahida in the team?
No.
Oh, I got too close.
No. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the academia will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve.
Getting
Could you
taken
help us
advantage of the
apologize to
weakness in
Alhaitham?
your heart is nothing you should be ashamed of.
Paimon will help you
It
tell
isn't your fault.
Alhaitham. But whether he chooses to forgive
You're
you is up to
victims.
him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all duped? We can ask Alhaitham about that later.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Yeah, you sure fucked up.
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined.
No, it
Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
The boy is started.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
Ever since I watched Executioner and Her Way of Life, as well as read the novel,
All the test subjects
I
have been
can't help
taken
but
away.
think of. I can't help but compare
I'll have my
Sino
subordinates
and
seal the place,
Mahamatra as a
retrieve
whole
all documentation, and destroy the system.
to the
Are
Executioners.
you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Nothing a bit of
Get some rest.
snacking can help.
Alhaitham is
Convict?
probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the academia.
Okay, you stay safe too,
A
Sino.
criticism of deontology. Justice without happiness.
Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
Because there is no joy in duty, and pride cannot give anyone fulfillment. Alright, we still have like 30 minutes left to go. Forceful diplomacy. That's a word.
The matter's settled. We can return now.
Are you waiting?
I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions.
You can say that.
I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Really?
Hey, we're not your colleagues.
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me?
It's a terrible
We're
one.
leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base.
Awkward.
See ya.
Hold it right there.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
Yeah,
You'll
he has
know
no
when we get
social
there.
skills. Is what would you call it? A reverse tuny or something? Gap Moe, there you go. Just like Razor. Razor's English voice acting is actually way more fitting than the Japanese. Yeah, I said it, fight me. Alright, I can just instant reply. The house. Oh, we just know where Alhaitham lives now. Huh, do you think the matriarch Dia is part of the matriarch?
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
How quite forward of you. Oh, your roommate's here too. Never mind.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Vision?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
Hello again.
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're the person from that time in that one place!
That doesn't explain anything.
How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham?
Awkward. So? You live
Sorry,
here?
I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What? That is...
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
You're really talking bad about him too.
But aren't you his friend?
I wouldn't say friends exactly. Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is
Are you guys
Kaveh.
boyfriends now
I'm sorry to have
instead?
met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make Paimon shut up.
What?
Are you serious? How could
Paimon.
you? Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
Please.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Bruh.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Swimmingly.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead? wants to know, oh, how did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning.
Oh,
The
you
first,
remember?
as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried to get rid of you!
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
Indeed,
That's
emotions
way
get in
too
the way.
dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you? 'Cause,
No.
whew.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why
Debatable.
the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
Yeah. It wasn't really evolution, it was just...
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
They're like
What about
actual
you?
roommates.
Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Well, specifically Alhaitham.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right?
No.
Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
You're venting.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
You're any better.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
Yeah.
You whisper very loudly.
Yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me.
Yep.
To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage. He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you?
What were you actually interested in?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Why'd you help?
You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the academia. The fact that Suraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilyas is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious when it comes to work, huh?
You're only now just
I
realizing
think minimum
this.
viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Nice.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Suraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned.
Lol.
What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
True.
Why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one.
Yep,
The
he's
official
already
process
expressed
to
that in the
select the
main
new
story.
sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing.
Nice.
It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as well.
I just finished, actually. Damn, if
Oh,
I
now
played
that you
just a
say
little
that,
earlier.
Paimon's kinda hungry.
Could have
See
been,
ya! We're
could
gonna
have been
grab
perfect
some
timing.
yummies.
See ya.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
What the fuck?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Bruh.
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be. The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
He isn't someone who would leave an impression.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm done.
And I suppose that...
Again, that's...
But my salary...
Oh
Wait,
my God,
at least I don't have to be an
Rick,
architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from me.
Happened.
You...
I can't skip.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy...
What? Are you trying to annoy me?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
I don't know where the
I think
exit
I'd have
is,
too
you
many
two.
choices, to be honest.
Can you please
You,
stop
on the other
arguing
hand,
amongst
Can
each
you
other
think of any
for a
redeeming
bit?
feature?
Artistry.
So I'll have to bring...
Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be...
Pretending that you're...
Speaking of which, your friends won't...
There's no need to...
What?
Can I read their minds? I guess that's a no. Right, well that was a thing. I couldn't try out my new characters in the end. And I'll go play in the abyss for a bit. You're not gonna see it though. I'm ending the recording here.